Hey everybody, it's Aaron coming to you again. Um, I have now had Bell's palsy for one whole week, 7 days. Um, I told you in the last video that I was starting to see some improvement with movement in my eyebrow um, and a little bit in my cheek. Well, that has now ceased, shall we say. I'm not getting any more movement out of those two areas, at least not the movement I thought I was after examining and re-examining and looking and stretching and trying to force my mouth to move and my eyebrow to move. Um, there really isn't any movement there. The movement that was there was actually some skin pullage from the good side of my face. Um, and I actually figured out that I can make the palsy side of my face kind of move by flexing the muscles in my neck, which I wasn't even doing it voluntarily, but I mean it was happening. So there really isn't any improvement there. So I'm a little disappointed with that, but all in all, I'm still in good spirits, still hanging in there, and I'm still hoping for the best with this Bell's palsy thing. I'm hoping that it's not going to last too much longer, but without seeing any improvement so far, it's going to be a little bit yet, I'm afraid. What I wanted to talk to you a little bit about tonight was what causes Bell's palsy in the first place. Why do people get it? From what I have been told through my doctor and through several other people is that Bell's palsy really is a condition caused by stress. A person can get stressed out at home, at work, all of the above. You could be working out really hard, overdoing it, burning the candle at both ends, and then it can also be kind of a viral thing where you get stressed out and you then also kind of contract a virus during that, and the virus actually over time attacks that facial nerve when you're stressed out, and it can really damage it, and then you are impaired for a while until that nerve kind of grows back. So a lot of doctors will prescribe prednisone, which is a steroid, and they will also prescribe antivirals just in case there's a virus there. They want to kill that virus. The problem with that is that it makes you susceptible because it lowers your immune system. It also makes you extremely exhausted, tired. I personally have not taken the antiviral yet. My doctor did not prescribe that to me. I am on the steroid, and that hasn't been too bad. It's made me feel a little sick every now and again, but other than that, it hasn't been too bad. I've seen some people post on YouTube and through blogs and things that they wish they had never taken the steroid or the antivirals. They said they thought it could have prolonged their recovery process, and they were kind of disappointed in that. But for the most part, I have heard good things about the prednisone. I have not heard too many good things about the antivirals, however. So Bell's palsy is kind of a stress-related disorder, and so right now I'm trying to keep it low key, keep it on the DL, but it's hard. I manage a bookstore, and so there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of things going on, especially with Christmas coming. There's a lot to be done. We just bought a house. There's a lot to be fixed on the house, and so um, I get up early in the morning, go to bed late at night, just like now. It's well past 10 o'clock. Um, Normally, I try to be in bed by 10, but it doesn't happen very often. So, one of the best things you can do to increase your recovery process is to rest. With Bell's palsy, it's something you've got to do, just like anything else. Um, One of the blogs or one of the YouTube videos that I watched today said you wouldn't be up running around with a broken leg. Your doctor tells you to stay off of your leg. Well, it's kind of the same thing with Bell's palsy. You got to relax, you got to rest, and focus on just relaxing. Um, so that's just some of the causes of Bell's palsy. There's still so much unknown about it. In fact, some doctors have to go to their medical journals to even look it up. So um, it can be a scary thing if your doctor doesn't know what you've got until he goes to his medical journal. That can be kind of ugh. So thankfully, I have a great doctor, and so I'm not too worried in that area. Um, Something for guys to think about with Bell's palsy. I've heard a lot about guys getting Bell's palsy lately. I mean, just about everyone I've heard of in my personal life that has ever had this or known somebody that's had it has been a male. And so one of the difficulties that I am having is shaving. Um, I use a razor, and so it can be extremely painful. Um, just like today, I really nicked myself good. Um, I got myself pretty darn good there. It bled pretty much all day. There was no really stopping the bleeding. Um, so that really sucked. But, that's part of your face not working. So you don't really realize how many muscles you use until they don't work. So for shaving, I'm thinking about going out and buying a cheap electric razor for now, just because I don't want to bloody my face up all the time. So anyway, that would be a thing to do if you're struggling to shave. Another thing I noticed is that I had more hair growth on my good side of my face than I did on my bad side, on the Bell's palsy side. And I think that's due to just the nerve stimulation that would come there that kind of stimulates that hair growth. I actually noticed the same thing on my head. I shave my head, as you can see, and the side that does not have Bell's palsy was very. It was shorter than. It was about half as long as my good side. So that was interesting to me. So that's something to keep in mind if your hair starts looking lopsided or whatever. Another thing that I'm experiencing, which a lot of other people experience too, is swelling on my Bell's palsy side, and that's just as far as I know, that's normal. So if you're experiencing really bad swelling, I'm very mild, so I'm very thankful for that. But there's a lot of people that have extreme swelling, and I feel for you. But keep drinking that liquid, and it'll go away. Something else that I'm sure a lot of other people are experiencing is what I call the stare. I work in retail, as I said, and so today I was working the register, and the majority of our clientele are women, and so they like to be polite, just like I would be polite to them, and not ask them, or say to them, something like, "Well, you're looking fine today." I wouldn't say that to a customer. but they checking out, they kind of give you the stare like, oh, what happened to him? Like you can see their wheels turning, and I just wish like somebody would just ask me what's wrong with my face. Don't stand there and stare at me, like I'm some sort of mutant, you know. But they don't, and so it's just something I deal with. I'm sure other people deal with that too. Um, but I just wish somebody would ask me what's wrong with my face instead of guessing, like, oh, he must have had a stroke. One nice thing though is that when I say have a great day, a lot of people are like, oh yes, you too. Like they try to sound super genuine because they think you like had a stroke or something. So I mean that's nice. At least people aren't rude to me anymore verbally. So just to let you know, if you're a non-Bell's palsy person, that you've never had Bell's palsy, just ask somebody in a nice, genuine way. Don't just stand there and stare. It's kind of rude. Okay. Um, one last thing is that I've been experiencing with Bell's palsy is my jaw on my Bell's palsy side. I think it's not hurting right now. Yes, it is my Bell's palsy side. Um, it has just been killing me lately, especially in the morning. Um, I could be grinding my teeth at night, I guess. Um, I know that I noticed at work because it's a stress-induced condition. Having your face not work just makes you more stressed out, and so I find that I'm clenching my teeth, so that could be doing it. But if anyone else is experiencing like severe jaw pain, uh, comment, let me know because I want to know that I'm not alone. Like I hope my jaw isn't like rotting off or something, like I've got a tumor or something on my jaw. So let me know. Uh, let me know what you're thinking there. Um, but anyway, that's about it. Um, I'm super tired. I can kind of feel the the uh, the fatigue that comes along with Bell's palsy. I'm starting to get into that, and it's hard. I mean, I got into work today at noon to work till about 8:30, and I got there, started walking. I felt like I had walked, 10 miles already today. So um, it's starting to set in pretty good, and so I'm not looking forward to the fatigue part of it, but um, we'll let you know. We'll keep you updated here, and give me some responses. Let me know what you're thinking, and let me know if these videos are helping you or not. Um, it helps me to talk about it a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.